Hello and welcome to another episode of the Cosmic Tea. That's what they call it. And here we are. So, let's talk. How have you been? So, I've been wanting to do a Monday newsletter for a while now, and I don't know if you remember because a lot of you have been here a while, like, the past 4 years, and have been on my email list for a while. So, do you remember the Magic Five, the M5 on Mondays? Yeah, that was about 4 years ago. So, anyway, I loved doing that for a few reasons. I did like the consistency, and I felt like more connected to my email list, and like I got a lot more replies, which I love getting replies. And truth be told, statistic wise, the open rate and click rate remained higher. And I feel like because as humans, we do like consistency, right? We do like some structure. And for me, even as a receiver, I love signing up for newsletters from my people, my creators, like just the people I love. And not necessarily like doesn't have to be a newsletter like every day. I mean every week or whatever, but I genuinely love getting emails from people I love, people I find on Instagram, podcasts I listen to. I love to just be in on that extra layer with someone's work and what they're up to. And I've noticed that the emails that I really definitely don't unsubscribe from are the ones where you're telling me about your life. Like, what'd you do that week? Did you go to dinner with your husband? Like, how are your kids? Like, oh, your kids were sick. That sucks. Like, I don't know. And then also, what's going on with business? And what are you selling me? And what are you listening to? I love that. And a hot tip for any sort of content creation, or whatever is in sales marketing, is to think about, well, what makes you buy? What intrigues you? Why do you stay on people's emails? And really reflect on that, because essentially everything being all energy and reflection, right? It makes sense that you would attract people similar to you, like attracts like. And then also, if you're doing something you like and that's fun and exciting, obviously it's going to be more magnetic, right? So let's take a big inhale together because I need a big inhale, and let's just go. So, wherever you are, whether you're walking, doing laundry, driving, whatever it is, straighten the spine a bit, shoulders up, back, and down. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Oh my God, it feels so good. So, yeah, I've been thinking about doing a Monday newsletter for a while, but pretty fucking quickly, life felt just overwhelming really quick. And get triggered. I've gotten triggered a lot recently. To put it lightly, I mean, I that word is just old, you know what I mean? But my nervous system and my emotional body have been through challenge, right? Through a lot of growth, we can say. And so, of course, little things that maybe felt really easy and fluid in the past at other times in my life, they feel a little harder. There's more resistance there. And I don't look at that as a negative thing by any means. I very much value the wisdom of cycles and transition and dark periods. I very much understand and trust that all of life can be the guru. And a little side note here, and I've said it before, but I just love this. Guru, or if I roll the R and say it more properly, guru. And it's not even like rolling the R. Um, is guru Sanskrit? I'm pretty sure it is. Hold on, I'm gonna pause and look it up because I should know this. Okay, hello. Yes, it is. And it is the catalyst from dark to light. So it doesn't necessarily mean spiritual teacher. It doesn't, like a person, an embodiment of a person. It does not mean that at its core, but it is heavily associated with that. So, anyway, um, because I've been going through such a very sensitive and honestly kind of dark time in my life, there has been a slowdown. And there's been a lot of new reactive states, new or let me think, hyper reactive. Just I'm much more easily triggered, much more sensitive, like a soft shell crab, you know. And again, that's okay. It really is. I'm looking at it obviously as the guru, right? Just delivering me from one layer of darkness to a new layer of light. And the cycle goes on and on and on, does it not? So I'm not going to share more details right this second about what it is I am going through. But I did actually record like a secret little Patreon episode because I'm thinking about doing a Patreon, not sure, where I do go into more details about some family drama, a little bit about the more about the BFF breakup. So if you are interested in that little super secret hot tea episode, I am going to link it in the show notes and you can indulge. And right now it's free. And if you like that kind of content, comment under the Patreon. And I've tried Patreon before and I didn't love it. But again, this is actually something I consume a lot. I subscribe to a lot of Patreons. So I want to try it. Show notes, let me know. Anyway, so because of all of that, I've been in this freeze mode around a newsletter. Like, what am I going to say? What if I can't keep up every Monday? You know, and then, oh, fuck, I didn't respond to my WhatsApp group over here. Oh, crap, I didn't send so and so uh, their like reading download or whatever it might be. And just goes on and on and on and on. And I'm sure you can relate to this, whether it's a business decision or relationship, anything going on in your life, your next career path, whatever it is, that one next step can feel like you're climbing Mount Everest if you have all the baggage and attachment. So, this is a cool metaphor I just thought of. Literally think like you're climbing a mountain and all of the weight of your mental body, so all the attachments that swoop in when you get a wave of excitement or an idea or you want to take a next step, you don't know what it is. All of the attachments and projections and fears and story and the logical mind. Imagine all that, but it's like a huge backpack. Like you're literally, hiking, you're climbing a mountain with a huge backpack. It's like 1,000,000 pounds. It is going to feel like every next step is just, ugh, and you're probably not going to make it to the top. No offense, but you're probably going to just fall down. It's not going to work. So imagine that, but we're talking energetically. Hear me out a little more. When our mental bodies are in overdrive and it's pulling in emotional entanglements, then the nervous system is reacting. okay? You're in a state of contraction, fear. You're interfacing with reality through lower frequencies. Now, that is the lower triangle of chakras, right? So more of a survival state. You're perceiving reality, so your neutral mind isn't really available in this state. Again, the neutral mind is the highest frequency. It's expansive, creative, receptive. But if you're in that panicked state, again, you're contracting, you're fearful, you're tight. And not much is going to flow through, and it's going to feel hard, and it's not going to feel fun. Whereas if you release those attachments and all of the weight holding you down, you're able to, really stride up that mountain, open the heart, take deep breaths, like lift your head up. Because before, all of the weight of the backpack, you couldn't even lift your head up. See what I'm saying? And each step forward feels like a beautiful journey, like an adventure in itself, because you're expanded, you're aware, you're open, you're present. So, well, that's the difference. And luckily, the solution isn't that hard. It's actually not that hard. It's Kundalini yoga, as you know by now. And that is how to instantly adjust the frequency and do the damn thing. Rinse and repeat. Because it's so much more than just vibrating higher or thinking more positive or like declaring yourself a goddess. Like, yeah, okay, sounds fun, great. Love the journal prompts, this new moon, this full moon, that, manifest this, card spread, blah, blah, blah. Love it. But like, tell me it's not a fucking roller coaster. Tell me it's not just encouraging more attachment. We need to get out of the mental body long enough to actually clear some of the shit out of the subconscious, regulate the nervous system, and attune our frequency. It's no joke, especially going into the Aquarian age. There's a lot of information out there consciously and then unconsciously. We're being bombarded by frequency. So I did a ton of Kundalini, and here I am talking about the newsletter that I'm going to be sending you pretty soon, one of these Mondays, either this coming Monday or next Monday. Or maybe you already got it. I don't know. But anyway, we all hit overwhelm and freeze sometimes. So first just know there's nothing fucking wrong with you. No one has it figured out and you're off the hook. Like, there's nothing wrong with you. Yay. You know what I mean? Because that alone can just feel so repetitive. This core idea that there's something wrong with you and how you're doing it and what your life looks like. And that's where the root of all this comparison stuff and like doom scrolling typically comes from. It's a lack of being present within yourself, within your own body, and actually doing the deep healing work within your nervous system and through the quantum inner child processing. So, let's see, what else did I want to talk about? Let's see. Yeah, so I'm not. Obviously, there's mama trauma happening in my life. That's just like one of my things, mother wound, always coming up. But again, I talk more about that in the Patreon episode. A little tea, little cosmic tea with an emphasis on the tea. You know what I mean? Ooh, you want to know what else is so exciting that I'm going to be doing in these Monday newsletters is a contest, a weekly contest. Every week, every single ish Monday. No, it's going to be every single Monday I could do this. Every Monday, I'm going to do a contest and choose maybe like 5 or 10 of you on my email list to win a just like a fun mystery bundle of workshops. And because I do a new workshop every month, it's like the bundles will just, I maybe you'll get Meet Your Galactic Family, and then the one I have planned for in March. And then the other one, like it would be cool to do, like, I love the number 3, so 3. So yeah, every week, 5, 10 people, I haven't decided yet. Check your email and you'll see. Every week you have the chance to win a workshop bundle. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a workshop bundle. And I'll list out the emails on the email. And if you win, write back and hook it up. Yeah. And you know where I got that idea? From my local coffee shop, Bouscardu, where I always get my matchas. And every Monday, I get an email from them, and my email could be on their newsletter because I might have won a bag of coffee. So that makes me read the email, first of all. But it also, I feel like, connected. It gets me excited. Yeah. So I was like, ooh, how could I integrate that into my newsletter? Because I love that idea from a marketing standpoint. There's that incentive. And then there's also like the audience, you, or like me as the receiver. Did I win? I want to like see, did I win? And then it's also like, well, if I take my email off this list, I don't have the chance to win. So I just think it's really fun. And also, I'll put stuff in the email like this. So, right now, I'm currently watching Love is Blind season 6. Obviously, what else are you doing if you were not watching Love is Blind season 6? It's a shit show. That's why we love it. I mean, we cannot pretend to watch this because we expect people to run into the sunset happily ever after. We love watching the shit show. And I actually saw TikTok recently that said the most emotionally intelligent, evolved people that watch reality TV. I forget the reasoning behind it, but I agree. Okay? I agree. One of my friends, she is an astrophysicist, and she is going to be a guest on my podcast. She watches freaking all the reality TV that I watch, and we discuss it, and it's so fun, and you're psychoanalyzing. It is such a display of, like, it's so interesting to watch. See how judgy I can be about these people that I don't know, but then like find compassion for their behavior and then see how they react. It is fascinating. Ugh, it's so good. Okay. So besides Kundalini, I've also been smoking a ton of cannabis. A ton, not a ton. I mean, come on, but like, a bunch of weed. And I talk to my therapist at least, a few times a month, maybe like weekly or every other week or something. And I've been seeing her for a long time. And I talk very openly with her about it. And yeah, she's like, yeah, that's cool. Like, the proof is in the pudding. Like, you're healing your shit. You sound grounded to me. You're present in your relationships. You're doing your business. Like, you, like, what? And her background, besides being like a certified licensed clinical social worker, like professional, big on that. But besides that, she's also Buddhist psychology and non-duality. So it's really cool to talk to her. And she also knows that I channel and stuff. So she has like this cool perspective, but very grounded. Just, yeah. Anyway, the reason I brought that up is because she says I can smoke all the weed. And for some reason, there's still like, there's a ton of stigma. So much stigma everywhere, but also the spiritual community. I mean, people just make up shit and repeat things that they hear where it's like, weed lowers my vibration, or it's so interesting, which maybe, yeah, it can, because the outcome of the situation, you're contributing your vibration to the plant experience and then coming out, creating an outcome. So if that outcome is, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's just not cut and dry. Like, it's not one answer. But it's so funny because do you remember when Snoop Dogg he put out a post that was like, I'm quitting the smoke? And a bunch of people sent it to me and I laughed because like, all right, yeah, maybe, I don't know, like maybe he needs a break. Sure. I didn't really attach to it as this like thing. But then I was also like, this also has to be marketing. Like, is he coming out with edibles with Martha Stewart? Like, that was one of my first guesses. I was like, maybe he's coming out with a cookbook. Um, I just didn't think it was where he was going with it, and it wasn't. It was actually for a smokeless, like outdoor fire, which is just so funny. I just think it's hilarious. But before the reveal, I think it was like for a solid 7 freaking days, he had everyone in a tizzy. I mean, this was just smart, fun marketing. Like, whoever is on that fire pit team, so good. What a blast, you know? But anyway, there were so many Instagram accounts, like spiritual Instagram accounts, using that as like proof of like the collective shift and like how they're in tune with the collective and like that's why they gave up weed. And I just think it was a really good example of all of the attachment and all of the stories and all the made up shit. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, nothing matters. Nothing matters. There's no rules. Anything we touch to anything is like a human trait. It has nothing to do with God. And I think that just can keep us in check in a fun way. Like, that's fun. That means, again, you're off the hook. We're all off the hook. Like, do whatever. Obviously, that doesn't mean go be self-destructive, but if that's your pattern, that's your choice, that's your experience, then I'm not going to judge you. You get what I'm saying here? It takes that inner knowing, know thyself. It takes a commitment to change, to consciously create. How the fuck did I start talking about this? I don't know. Oh, I've been smoking a bunch of weed. If you're interested, I'm going to link my favorite documentary ever. Well, not ever, but really good one that's on Netflix. And it's about all of the laws and what contributed to a lot of the stigma around cannabis. And you will find that it's incredibly racist. And I think it's very important always to question our projections and our conditioning. And it's really not surprising to me that the intense anti-cannabis narrative, um, I don't know. It's icky when you start to really look at things from a more neutral perspective. It's icky. It's one thing if the frequency of cannabis doesn't work for your energy system. It doesn't work for everyone. That's fine. Nothing's for everyone. Like, nothing is for everyone. But to make it about anyone else's journey, that's a you problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, to take the projections and conditioning in your story and whatever and think that that is someone else's story, or it has to be, or it should be, or it's God's story. I can't even imagine thinking that like my experience with cannabis, like if I believed it lowered my frequency, that I would like, it just, I don't know, coming from my place of seeing energy and having had a really intimate experience with learning from ETs about energetics and whatnot, it's just kind of blows my mind that there would be people who are, claiming an expertise in energy and meditation and whatnot to still have any sort of like strong attachment or opinion to something like that. Whatever. Whatever. I know I need to do a full episode on cannabis, and I will. I'm not going anywhere. There's no rush. And that's a huge thing I want to remind you too, and myself. Notice, where are you holding a sense of urgency? Where is it in your body? Where is it in your mind? Is it necessary? I mean, yeah, sure. Sometimes there's an appointment or a deadline or whatever, school pickup time. Yeah, I get it. Beyond that, beyond that, yeah, notice. Just notice. We don't need to release it or push it away, but oftentimes just breathing in and inviting those senses of urgency into the spaciousness of the breath. Let's do it right now. Notice senses of urgency. Take a deep inhale with your nose. Just invite it in. Take a pause at the top and exhale. Yeah. Really nice. So, what else? Oh, I've been drawing a lot of sacred geometry thanks to my teacher and my friend, Erica Dolphin. And if I can convince her to get on camera, I 100% want to do some sacred geometry classes or little workshop in the Cosmic membership that is coming soon. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it for now. I want to see. So, my intention for this was to make the newsletter into a podcast, which is exactly what I did. And I wanted to make sure I hit on everything that I'm going to write in the newsletter, though. So, there is more of that coordination. And I don't know. I feel like you're going to get something different, a little different in each one because it's just how I am. I go on it, I just picked up the microphone. I looked at some of the notes I wrote for my upcoming newsletter and just went with it. So let's just say that that's it for now. I love you. The membership is coming. VIP pre-sale starts very, very soon, quite possibly by the time you're hearing this, but I do not know. And the absolute truth of this situation, this membership situation, is that it's a no-brainer. It is a no-brainer. There's 2 tiers. The first one is you get access to, so it's a 12-month commitment, whichever tier you choose. Yes, you can upgrade within that time frame. There's no downgrade though. So 2 tiers. VIP sale price for the first tier is $44 a month for 12 months. And within that commitment, you get a weekly live Kundalini class with me and a group. You get the full library of all of my past workshops, and every month a new workshop is added. Cosmic Kundalini. You also get access to my intro to Cosmic Kundalini program and the 11-day manifesting with Kundalini mantra program. All of that is actually worth more than whatever 44 times 12 is, and the end price is 88 times 12. So either way, see what I mean by no-brainer? And then there's the second tier, which is obviously you get all of that plus during that 12-month time frame, access to all of my new programs and courses, which I offer, a preview of that in my like sales page or whatever. Right now it's a Google Doc, so maybe I'll just send you the Google Doc and you can sign up. But some of the things I'm going to be teaching more about entrepreneurship, business. I'm going to do different Kundalini series, group programs. You get access to all of that. Everything that I'm going to create and everything I have created. So the Cosmic Kundalini program, Quantum Inner Child, Starseed Sanctuary, because all of those teachings are a baseline of how I teach business, entrepreneurship, healing, relationship, all of it, right? I take my cumulative 17 years of channeling ETs and teaching Kundalini yoga and my lifetime, truly lifetime of entrepreneurship, and 4 years into really building this online business, um, simultaneously while doing the healing work, right? While regulating the nervous system and doing the real baseline work that's necessary, but also applying marketing and sales psychology. I love it. Love, love, love. So I want to help you. And I want, there's so many, I was getting so many DMs from women who want to do it, who want to like birth the business baby, birth the biz vortex. Or I love the idea of helping you create a workshop. So from $0 to $1,000, teaching you how to format a workshop, market it, teach, do it, record it, and then resell it. That's what I did with my first ever workshop, Meet Your Galactic Family. And I made a few thousand, I think it was like, I forget. Do not hold me to this number. It was more than $1,000. I think it was like a few $1,000s from reselling it. And that was like my aha moment. I was like, I can do this. Let's do this. And was it that easy going forward? No, of course not. But again, as this convo started out, life is the guru. The tough times in business, the quote unquote failures are the guru if you let them be. It's all about your beliefs. If you believe that the moments of darkness inevitably bring you to more light, then it will be. And Kundalini yoga, the technology, allows you to embody this and know this with every step you take. And it changes your life. So, goodness. Satnam, Waheguru. Check out the links in the show notes. Okay, bye.